Tuesdays with Krista, where we choose to thrive. Now today I want to touch on navigating trauma in relationships. And I'm not talking about the relationship that's traumatic. I'm talking about events that cause traumatic impact on the individuals in the relationship. Now, how many of you have experienced traumatic events in your life? Or how many of you are currently experiencing traumatic events in your life, whether it is job loss, whether it is the loss of a home, whether it is a diagnosis with earth-shattering results, things that leave you overwhelmed, emotional, filled with fear, anxiety, uncertainty. I'm sure that each one of us can raise our hands, and all of us have experienced that. Now, what is crucially important to remember when we go through that is each one of us experience traumatic events differently, although there are very similar reactions to when these events happen. Some of us will have personality changes, or you will actually get to the point of where you disengage, or you are quick to be angered, or you are filled with panic attacks, severe uncertainty. And so often these reactions is difficult for the one that's directly impacted as well as the one that's indirectly impacted. So, you know what, for the one that's going through the trauma, their own emotions, behavior, and reactions is difficult for themselves to deal with, as well as for their partners, as well as for their other relationships. So it's really important of how do we navigate this? Because you have somebody in a relationship, whether it's friendships, colleagues, partners, family members, there's one that's always directly impacted, and then there's one that's indirectly impacted. Now, the first thing I want you to ask yourself is, when you go through a traumatic event, how do you react? What is it that you need? Do you need space? Do you need time? Do you need no judgment, understanding, support, care? Really just love and safety? If that's what you need, the chances are good that your partner, that might be the one that's going directly through the trauma, is also needing, also want from you, needs that in the relationship. If we can understand, step back, understand for a moment that we are all human and we all go through difficult times. We need to navigate through them, and we need to navigate through them with open communication, real care and support. The one that's going directly through it has got certain needs and reactions. The one that's going indirectly through it has got needs and reactions, and both are important to attend to. We need to, in this time, have more patience, have more care, have more understanding, and less reactive, less fighting, less resistance. Eventually, everything returns back to a sense of normal. But we need to make sure that while we're weathering the storm, that we understand one another, that we talk to one another, and that we have space for people not being exactly the way they used to be. I hope this brings some sense. I hope that resonates with some of us. Let us know. We are all human. Let me know in the chats below. How do you navigate trauma in your life? What do you need? The more we know what we need, the more we can make it known to our partners, to our loved ones. Allow each one the space to heal in their own way, to recover in their own way, while we still have in mind that the people around us care and the people around us matter. Looking forward to seeing you next week, Tuesday, with Tuesdays with Krista, where we choose to thrive.